everybody. Hey, World Warriors. This is Bobo the Vulture, and it's time for more Street Fighter 2 Turbo Hyper Fighting. Let's go to the options and turn down the difficulty because it tried to set it up again. Let's go into Turbo Land and start a game. Are there any characters I haven't played as yet all the way through, with the exception of Ryu and Sagat? I don't believe there are. I believe I've played as literally everyone the whole way through, other than those suckos. Let's give Sagat a run. And he immediately faces his plotline rival. The chin of justice is clearly the progenitor of all society. Is that so? That's right, I went for the tiger knee. Oh no, I got hit with a dragon punch. It's gonna open up my giant scar again. For those that are not familiar with the story of Street Fighter 2, Sagat's big scar in his chest was put there by the dragon punch. Ryu hit him with a dragon punch at the end of Street Fighter, the original Street Fighter. If you see Sagat in the original Street Fighter, I guess he doesn't have a giant scar across his chest. I don't really know.
Round one, fight!
He's looking at his chin in his portrait, thinking this thing looks silly. I'll have to check out his portrait next time we get to that spot.
Round two, fight!
Gotta figure out oh man, unfortunately I don't think I'm actually going to continue enough to get more. You're not a warrior, you're a beginner, by the way. But I don't know if as Sagat or Ryu I'm actually going to get enough continues to score enough points to knock down Boo there. But then again, maybe I will, because Sagat's got great reach. He's got fast fireballs. He's got some pretty good moves. But he is slow as the dickens walking around. Well, he was kind of amused by that, but not enough to break out into a huge laugh. Well, alright. Nice of you to break out of that electric shock technique just in time to block my fireball. Well done, Blanca. That was cagey of you. Shakumoy, happy birthday to the gator. What? There is a big fish or a large snake on that tree. There's a lot of stuff going on there. Oh yeah, I guess Sagat could be just looking straight down at his chin butt. Man, I'm not getting the tiger knee down here. That's not good news. And you could see how stunned Sagat was by it. You know what, that's good. Let's get this over with early. Sagat was so disappointed. Sagat does need Chindraware. He's got quite a chin butt there. I've really confused Guile when he goes on the offensive. Well, that may be the first and only time I ever defeat Guile without continuing in this particular Let's Play adventure. I'm not satisfied till I have the world's strongest title again. This title can hold 6 hard-boiled eggs without breaking. I'm guessing this title is now being compared to a paper towel. Guy with shades was making a well, there's a guy making a jack-off motion in right next to the Hitler guy over here too. Not the Hitler guy that's Ken, as some have theorized. Just so happy to be on Hitbox. There you go. Wow, Ken really needs to cool with the Adderall. He's kind of just going super move spam crazy there. hopping up and down all over the place. Ken's not a warrior, he's a beginner. China! Time out, Ken. Cut it out. There we go. Kind of like how he gets kicked in the air and appears to be falling back, but since he won, and he still had life and Chun-Li didn't, he sort of somersaults back and lands nicely on his feet. There we go. A little tiger knee to end things. Oh, now he liked that one, see? That's an LOL. Rather than that just sort of like shaking his shoulders around that he was doing the other times. But he's not a warrior. He's a beginner. Wow, I'm destroying 2 of these walls at once. That's an amazing value. He's grabbing his, sort of clutching his, well, he's crossing his arms, or clutching his nipples, depending how you view that particular angle.
Round 1, fight!
All would definitely say he's pinching his nipples. Well, alright then. And hey, oh, there's the guy drinking on the job back there. Unless maybe today is not a work day here at the factory. Well, that was pretty smooth sailing for Sagat. I'm alright with that. I'm not satisfied, though, until I have the world's strongest title again, so let's get over to India. Could be the lunch break where they can drink liquor out of the bottle. The one man who can match Dalzim for reach. You know what? Why even bother moving in there? It's totally part of the job. That's true. It's a giant vodka distillery in there, and he was just sampling. That's what it was. Why were you blocking that, Dalzim? It was never gonna work. By the way, perfect. Yeah! I can feel the world's strongest title in my grasp. Dalzim and Sagat for the longest time was your Capcom versus SNK2 team. That's not a bad one. JG and I would always use Dalzim and Homer, or no, not Dalzim, would use Sagat and Homer. Unless, I mean, if we were just looking to, like, wreck. If we were looking to actually score points, those guys don't have a lot of multi-hit combos, so... we also liked playing as Sakura and Relento. I was always a big fan of Relento in the games that he showed up in. Thought he was an interesting character. Grabbing the nipples, possibly. Ark, 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 ark. Not satisfied till I have the world's strongest title again. Nuts. Yuri's cheap for that slap throw move, which was a 7-hit combo. Well, yes. Also, you could use. We also liked using Rio and King, because Rio had a like 7-hit combo move. How can this be? The barrel's won. Nuts. Didn't quite get that Tiger Uppercut right, did I? And Rio had Zanratsken, which I think got 12 hits, maybe 13. And it was just a regular move. There we go. Oh, he suplexed me out of it. Wow, that was a very close, exciting finish. What gave Vega the top spot on the leaderboard? Not sure what that is. Sagat versus slightly different Tan Sagat. Actually, probably proved one of the most difficult fights ever. Ah, just trying to throw him there. Sliver of health is all you need. It is the difference between being live and not. You know, maybe trying to play Sagat as his own game of just constantly throwing fireballs isn't the way to go. There we go. Bye-bye, Sagat Birdie. That is what he gets for being beautiful. That was a good Vital bonus. There can only be one Sagat for this Buddha. Go find another Buddha. No, there can be only one is the appropriate way to say that. It's certainly the Highlander way to say it. There can be only one. But life against M. Bison is not going to be as easy, it looks like. That's unfortunate.
Round two, fight!
Oh, that's too bad. I actually had a really good run as Sagat there. Did I have to I had to continue before now, probably. But it was actually going really well. Oh well. Let's opt over for his original Trunks now. Go for OG Sagat.
Round one, fight!
Yeah, and Bison really is not having any of the long reach here. He's like, nope, I got hit priority over everything. That's way better than reach. Come on, man. They can replace the statues. They come from a factory downtown. It's where they can the peaches. That lady yells every time you break one. Oh, she's not yelling now. You're right. Maybe it only is when statues break. I never noticed that. Is that the prompt for that lady? Huh. Get lost. Can't compare with my powers. So our score's not actually going down whenever we, Fuck! Can't get anything off on this guy. Okay, so now I know approximately either how much chat lag Oyo has, or how much stream lag Oyo has, or the typing speed. I was pressing a kick button when I did that. There. That's one round. That amuses Sagat that he's won. This round went okay. There. Apparently, the key to winning against Bison and Sagat is to stay on the ground. Who'd have known? I still don't look particularly pleased at having won all this. I didn't even get a top 5 score. Wow. The new king of Street Fighters looks around for the wandering warrior who's stronger than himself. He thinks, "Come back, Ryu. Get tougher and learn what it is to be a loser. Today, my great scar shows I have learned and overcome. Until then, I'll be waiting." The title of the world's greatest fighter means nothing to him. It is the power of the fight and defeating a worthy opponent that he lives for. Maybe he was born to be a fighter. A street fighter. Dun-dun. Yeah, pretty much. Ryu, I kicked your ass early because I wanted to give you time to get better. You didn't even show up again. Yeah, he was expecting a rematch. To the ground, Scrubs moved stomps to his head, gave him amnesia. And that was Sagat's story. So gonna call this one a video for that particular adventure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the only one I've got left to do is Ryu, because I've done a bunch of other ones in earlier streams, so maybe I should give Ryu an honest go here, and then after that maybe call things a night. But for now, YouTube land, let me just say, this is Bobo the Vulture. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see all of you in the next episode. Bye.